How we doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggy With It. I'm Will, and today we're opening, well, what you saw in the thumbnail, and that is the newest Uno Ultimate Core box by Mattel Games. This box includes Hulk, Black Widow, Shuri, and Captain America. This, of course, can be combined with the, I guess they're calling this the second edition box. I don't know if they've changed any rules, but you get more characters to play in Uno Ultimate. So with that said, guys, let me go ahead and flip over the camera, and we will go through the cards. All right, so here we go. Uno Ultimate, like I said, Hulk, Black Widow, Shuri, and Captain America. It says 2 to 4 players. This is, again, I don't know if you buy more, if you can actually combine it. It doesn't really say in the instructions, but, you know, do you. You can see here, so character cards that are inside. You get the nice shiny cards again, which I have no use for. I think we're probably going to give them away as part of Extra Life. So I have the cards here, and I got some cards from the other packs as well. We're hoping to get, or I'm hoping to find, Miles, She-Hulk, and Miss Marvel at retail. If anybody ever finds them and wants to let me know, so that way I can buy, you can buy them, I buy them, and we get them, so we can play them on the channel and show them off to you guys. Yeah, make sure you hit us up in the comments or hit that contact us so you can email. As I said, let's go ahead and get inside, see what we got here. So here's the rule book. I did kind of skim through it. They did, of course, update the rule book because it does show the new characters instead of the old characters, as well as your examples. So example here, it's got Shuri, Black Panther, and Red Skull instead of who was in it before. Again, I forgot before this video to look and see if any of this text has physically changed between the two revisions. But then they also have it in, I'm going to go with French. I'm going to go with French. That's what I'm going to go with there, because most of the time, for unfortunate reasons, they don't publish a lot of games in Spanish, and that's because I don't want to say the Latin American people don't want the games, but it's very hard to get games down to Latin America, whereas Canada, a little bit easier. All right, so as you can see here are the shiny cards I got this time. So this was one thing that kind of irked me. They made it more of like a collector's thing because of the hollow foil cards, which is why it's next to impossible to get some of the packs. So the Miles, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, they came out, and you know, the flipper scalpers immediately bought them all up, threw them up on eBay, and are trying to sell them for $15 a pack. Even if you go to Amazon, they're $15 a pack. I did find a online game store, and I was trying to work something out with them to get them shipped to us a little bit cheaper than what they were charging. And I probably should have just bought them and paid for the shipping, because by the time the communication finished between them, they had some things happen, unfortunately. They had sold out of 2 of the 3 packs. So it was like, well, that's nothing I can do about that. But I'll keep looking. Again, you guys keep an eye on the lookout. But yeah, back to these guys. There is the Captain America. There is Shuri suiting up. We have Shuri Visionary. That's actually, I like that art. That is a beautiful looking card there. And then we have Hulkito, as Oddity calls him, with Hulk Smash. All right, so I guess we will start with Shuri here. She is the one I have out. The fun of doing this for you guys can see the cards. The fun for me is, you know, wearing out my arm through it. So this is Shuri's main card. So her ability is Wakanda Tech. When any item card is revealed or destroyed, you may immediately exchange a card from your hand with a card in your burn pile. All right, and then so then we'll kind of just go through these to see the art. The art's the same on each of the numbers. I do like the art. It's from different generations of the comics. So I do kind of like that they did that. It's not, you know, just one generation. So of course you have your red, your green, your blue, and your yellow. All right, and then so her first wild card is Silent Strike. So these, of course, are the cards that have the abilities on them. Choose a player to add 1 card and skip your turn. If you have an item attached, that player also burns 2 cards and you recover 2 cards. All right, you get 4 of those. I think it's 4 of each, but it's been a while since we played Uno Ultimate, so we'll definitely be playing it on the channel here again soon because, well, we just got this in. Next is Visionary, which was that card that they got the hollow foil for. Reveal cards from the danger deck until you reveal item cards, attach that card, and discard the rest. Three of those. The problem with the hollow foil cards too is you can tell where the hollow foil cards are, so you can't even like mix and match. I was thinking, oh, we would mix match, and that way, you know, cool, we have a hollow. You can't even use them in the game. Steadfast Resolve. Choose a player to burn one card, and you recover one card. Repeat this process for each item attached to you. So that kind of goes with her previous card where she's attaching items. Two of those. And then the Suit Up, which was the other card that I got. Suit Up. Skip the next player. You may destroy an item. Destroy any item. All right. And then her event deck. So Radioactive Man, when played, the next player burns 3 cards. While attacking, at the start of your turn, all players burn 1 card. To defeat, play a green or yellow. Then we got Tattoo. When flipped, destroy an attached item and burn 2 cards. While attacking, at the start of your turn, destroy 1 of your items. To defeat, play a blue card. Mikaboshi. When flipped, the next player adds 1 card. While attacking, when you recover cards, add 1 card. To defeat, play a yellow. So here are the item cards that they were talking about. So Kinetic Force Shield, you burn 1 less card from your enemy cards. And then you have Sonic Hand Cannons. When you make a player burns a card, you can make them burn 1 additional card, so 2 cards. Ooh. Kinetic Claws, I think this is our last item. At the start of your turn, if you're being attacked, you may recover 2 cards. And then here are the other 2. These are the actual events. The other ones were the villains. These are just events here. So Leapfrog, burn 1 card and skip the next active player. And Upside Down. That's how it came in the box. Event Sidestep, add 1 card in reverse. All right, so that is Shuri down. I'll put her back on here. All right, so next is Black Widow. So we can see here, Black Widow, Interrogate. When you change the active color, choose a player to burn a random card from their hand and add 1 card. So very good for her to change the color. That way she can cause other people to burn their cards, which is like their hit points. And then so the same thing here, we're just going to kind of look through the art of the different cards. So again, enjoy the art. I'm also was surprised because I already looked through the art. They didn't go over sexualized with Black Widow, and that's always a fear, right? But this is a kid's game, so it's nice they kind of kept the art a little bit less risque than most people probably are used to with Black Widow. All right. So next is her wild. So her first wild is Set a Trap. Until the start of the next turn, the next player to play this card must either add 1 card, burn 3 cards, or flip a danger card. So 4 of those. So I think it's 4, 3, 2, 2, if I'm not mistaken on all of them. Swipe, take an item from another player and attach it to your character so she can steal the items from Shuri. Hide in plain sight. Choose add or burn. No other player may play a card with that action until the start of your next turn, so she can block people. And this was really the only one, but it's a very popular piece of art. Sabotage. Until the start of your next turn, the next player to play on this card must either burn a wild card from their hand and add 2 cards, or burn 4 cards. So you either burn a wild and 2 regular cards. Oh, and add 2 cards to their hand, or just burn 4 cards, or just 4 hit points straight out. All right, so Viper is her first villain. When flipped, reveal your hand, burn a wild card, and add 1 card. While attacking, when you add any number of burned cards, when you add any number of cards, burn 1 card. So when you add a card, you also have to burn, and then defeat is 1 blue. The Red Guardian, which kind of makes sense. They're kind of keeping with her movie, of course. When flipped, skip to the next active player. While attacking, at the start of your turn, burn 1 card. When an enemy is defeated, you may move the enemy to another player. Oh, okay, so you can just send it over and then play a red card to get rid of him. Taskmaster makes sense. When flipped, add 2 cards and burn 1 card. While attacking, you may not use your character power. and or item cards. Defeat, play a green or yellow. See, it's funny. Taskmaster's really being associated with Black Widow now because I put it in the movie, but I always thought of him as a Captain America villain more than anything. All right, and then her item cards, gauntlets. At the start of your turn, you may choose a player to burn one card. Taser beam. At the start of your turn, you may destroy this item to choose a player to skip their turn. So she only has 2 items. Shuri had 3, which means she's got more event cards. And it's weird that one event card on the back of all of them is reversed. I'm trying to remember. I think I remember that happening in the other set too when I did. Choose a player, look at their hand. Theft. Take an item from another player, attach it to your character. So it kind of makes sense. Why? Because a lot of her cards are taking items, so it makes sense she doesn't have as many because it make her overpowered. Defied. The next player, the next card played is not the number card. That player adds 2 cards. They have to play a number on their next turn. So we got Hulkito. Hulkito. Either he likes her Hulkito. I'm not sure which one she likes more, Iron Man or Hulk. Don't make me angry. If there are 12 plus cards in the burn pile, Hulk is enraged. When enraged, all the players burn 2 cards at the start of their turn. Now, the only problem with this, I feel like that ability is not going to work well in a 2-player game. Like, you're just not going to be using that for any purpose. All right. Same thing, we'll just kind of go through the art. Again, they've used different generations of art. Like, this is definitely different. Yeah, Shark versus Hawk versus Shark. I didn't even notice it, but yeah, the backgrounds are even different on all of them. I don't know why he's shooting laser beams out of his eyes. Hulk has the whole world in his hands. Do they all have that different? Yeah, they all have different backgrounds. I've never noticed that. Huh. That's kind of neat. Although I don't know why they went with bricks. Like, his look like bricks, and that doesn't make sense for Hulk. Like, maybe Spider-Man, maybe even the Thing, right? Rocks, bricks. It's in New York. Hulk Smash, burn 2 cards, choose a player to add 2 cards, and burn 1. So 4 of those. The Strongest. So the Strongest, burn 2 cards, defeat all enemies, and destroy all items in play. For each card removed from play, all other players burn 1. Ooh, wow. Burn 1 card. So you not only get rid of their items, you make them burn a card for each item you may have them removed. So against Shuri and Black Widow, who have items, very powerful. Gamma Charge, choose a player to burn 1 card. If Hulk is enraged, instead choose a color. That player must burn cards until the color is burned. Ooh, that could be rough. If you're playing against the card counter, that could be really rough because they could have already counted how many of each color you've played. Unstoppable, burn 3 cards if Hulk is enraged, which means this here. Skip all other players, otherwise skip the next player instead. Okay, so if he's enraged, then you get to skip everybody. If he's not enraged, you just skip 1 player. Abomination is his verse villain. When flipped, add 1 card, then recover 2 cards. While attacking, you cannot play wild cards. Ooh, play a green to remove. Thunderbolt Ross makes sense that he would be in here. I doubt they're going to have Red Hulk. When flipped, recover 3 cards. While attacking, when you play an action card, you have to add 2 cards to your hand. To defeat, play a blue or red. Maestro, which still always confuses me. Like, it's an alternate reality Hulk, but they I don't know, they really like Maestro. When flipped, all players recover 2 cards. While attacking, at the end of your turn, burn 2 cards. Ignore and discard any enemy you reveal. Ooh. And then play green to remove. Item. So he does have items. So he's got his stretchy pants. is one of his items. This card can't be destroyed by other cards. Wow. At the end of your turn, you may destroy this card to recover 3 cards. So you can heal yourself. And then Shuri and Black Widow can't get rid of it. Their indestructible pants are his stretchy pants. Item, Rubble. At the start of your turn, you may destroy this card to choose a player to burn 2 cards. And then let's flip that back one around because we knew that was going to happen. So same thing, he only has 2 items. Event Burnout, burn 4 cards, then recover 4 cards of your choice. Event Bend and Break, change the active color to green, because Hulk, green. And then Event Rest, recover 1 card for each active player. All right. All right, and then the last deck is Capitan America. There we go, Captain America here. I can do this all day. You burn 2 or more cards, you may burn 1 less card. I think for the Marvel United, somebody said that there was like a card and they were like, it should say I can do this all day. And I don't remember if they said they were going to do that or not. Again, it has more to do with the movies than anything else, but people know the catchphrase. So here are the Captain America cards, and they've kind of gone everywhere. You got Hubert, some different ones here. That's an old, what's that, Liefeld, I think, art. The only one in here that doesn't really go with it is one of his wilds, is using the movie art. Oh, this is another one that's using the movie art. So those ones kind of clash when they switch between the comic and the movie style outfits. But, it's just a game. Doesn't need to all match. It's just nice that they use different art on each number. They could have just used the same, Captain America art for everything. Right. So here we go. First wild is Justice Punch. Choose a player, add 1 card. Choose a player to burn 2 cards. Choose a player to flip a danger card. Wow. So if you're playing 2-player, that's the same player. Same player is going to have to do all of that. I mean, I guess you could technically take the danger card if you think it's going to benefit you in some way. I'll have to look at his danger cards and see what they are. Okay. His next card is Superhuman Reflexes. Until the start of your next turn, if you add, burn, or are skipped, you may choose another player to perform that action instead. So he's passing it on. Pass it on. Next is Shield Slash, sorry. Defeat an enemy. If you defeat an opponent's enemy, you may play again. Okay, that's nice. And then here's the one I said that's definitely the art for the movie art. I forget which one this was from. Final Justice, choose a color. You may burn all cards of that color from your hand down to a minimum of 1 card. Wow, so you could basically burn yourself down to 1 card and then have your Uno. Red Skull. When flipped, all players add 1 card. While attacking at the start of your turn, all players burn 1 card. To defeat, play a wild. Ooh, that's a little bit harder. So we got Madam Hydra. When flipped, reverse. While attacking, when any player plays a green card, burn 1 card. And to defeat, play a green card. So basically, you play a green card to defeat her, and then you're going to have to burn a card too. But everybody else around the table is also going to be burning cards. Crossbone, when flipped, add 1 card. While attacking, at the start of your turn, burn 2 cards. This can't be reduced. Ooh, and then play red to get rid of it. So his item is his body armor. Ignore add effects from enemy cards. Flashbang, it's kind of a weird little thing, but okay. At the start of your turn, you may destroy this card. If you do, action cards cannot be played until the start of your next turn. So you can't play the wild action cards. Okay. All right, and then Event Backlash. All players add 1 card and then burn 2 cards. Event Charge. Flip danger cards until an enemy is revealed. Discard all other cards revealed. And then the last event is Disrupt. If it is the next card played is not an action card, that player burns 2 cards instead. All right, there we go, guys. That is Uno Ultimate, the 2nd edition, as they're calling it. Again, if you want to see this gameplay, make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell notification to know when we go live. Also, as we mentioned, if you find any of those add-on packs, Miles, She-Hulk, or Miss Marvel in your neck of the woods, please let us know. That way we can hopefully get a copy ourselves and play those on the channel for you as well. But until next time, guys, peace.